Alright, so a little bit different video today. Um, some of you at this point may or may not know, but I'm a horror fan, as you can kind of tell behind me. We're in my living room right now. This is my wife's wall. She's random. My wall is actually over there, where I have a Friday the 13th Jason Takes Manhattan poster. A bunch of Jason masks, handmade by my man over at Machete Man Customs. If you ever want any hockey masks that are movie quality, movie everything, but good prices. Like, I think they're all under like $100. But yeah, I'd show you, but they're screwed to the wall. Amazing hockey masks, like screen quality, everything to the T. The paint job, the sculpt is even from the movie. Like, it's perfect. And then I got a bunch of pictures and stuff over there. Mine's a little bit more OCD'd. But anyway, I'm a horror freak. I'm a haunter, of course, as some of you may know. You know, haunter. And the rest of my living room is horrified. Anyway, so a little bit different video today. Something I've never done before. I wasn't even going to do it until I went halfway through cutting the box open, and I was like, this is just too cool not to do a video. So, unless you live under a rock and don't know, this is from a dude on Facebook called Dead Neck Studios. I can't even think of his name right off the top of my head. I feel stupid because I knew it earlier. Anyway, Dead Neck Studios. He, if I'm not mistaken, has started making masks for Mushroomhead, the band Mushroomhead. Him, along with, I think, Jason Kisner and House. A few other people kind of go back and forth, whether it's the sculpt or the mask or the paint job. You know, the masks vary, but he started doing stuff for them. Not to mention his, I can't even think of what it's called. I think it's Dead Necks, actually. But he does like really cool, amazing masks and sculptures and all kinds of amazing stuff. But yeah, I was lucky enough to score a mask for like a crazy, ridiculously cheap price. Like, I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to get it, and he worked with me. And it was just too cool not to do an unboxing of, and get my first initial reaction on camera, because, you know, this isn't something I get to do often, you know. It's hot. Go ahead and burn my esophagus. Very professional. You gotta love it when they do that. And I'm not joking. Like, seriously, that's how I do my packaging. So the reason I went with this mask is because he kind of did it in the style similar to how he does his Mushroomhead masks. It's not a Mushroomhead mask, but just the sculpting style is similar. And again, the price was too. Ooh, he said he threw me in some goodies, but I didn't know, like, some goodies. So we got a Dead Neck sticker. So if I'm not mistaken, I think it's one of the things he's made. Of course. It's not random. A Nightmare on Elm Street playing card. He sent me the Ace of Hearts. It's not random at all. I guess something that he sculpted. I can even show you, because, like, the light is drowning it out. Good lord, what else have you put in here, dude? A Dead Neck's keychain, which I didn't even know he made. Oh, dude. Anything else hiding? And a centipede or a caterpillar? Okay, not random at all. But I will happily throw those on my horror shelf. Now to the part that's the most important. As I said, this mask is done in a similar style to how he does his Mushroomhead masks. A lot of the other ones that he had in the offer, which I think are now sold, were just kind of like random stuff he's done. But this one had It just had that style, and I always dug that style, but I knew I'd never be able to afford them. Not one, because they're, nice masks. Two, because they're mushroom head masks. So, I'm not gonna pay $800 for a mask. But this, the pictures, it did not do it justice. I went ahead and had him sign it just because I knew in my mind I'm gonna display this mask. Um, oh crap! I think it's supposed to be like handmade looking, because like all over it, it looks like there's stitching, but I know there's not. Like, that's crazy. I could be wrong, but it literally looks like it's been stitched together. That's crazy. Sorry. God, pictures did not do this thing justice. I want to put it on so bad, but at the same time I just don't, because it's too beautiful. I don't want to ruin it. So here we go. And I'm not going to tell you how much I paid, because it was ridiculously cheap. It was far under $100, I'll say that much. And I don't want to say how much I paid, just because I don't know if that's something he does or is just random rare. Because I don't want people to like jump him and be like, oh, well, you sold so and so this mask for this price. I don't like quoting prices, but it was far under $100. I'll say that much. Dang, it's beautiful. Nice thick piece of latex, perfect sizing. Like I said, I'd love to put this on, but I don't want to ruin it. I got a beard, It's not going to look right with a beard. Again, I bought this strictly for display only. Gosh, she's thick. And what's even crazier to me is I've been following this dude for probably at least 10 or more years. Like, when he only was doing dead necks. Like, it's been forever. Um, and then I've kind of just followed him over the years, wanting to own a piece of his work. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I think he did Transworld. And these were like random pieces that he had left over, that he was just trying to get rid of. God, I can't get over that paint job. Like, I almost want to buy a glass case just to put it in. God, this video does not do it justice. Look at the detailing. Crazy, man, crazy. Thanks again, dude. I suck at reading cursive, or I'd try to read your name. But yeah, that's crazy. I was hoping you had it written on something. But yeah, if you want to find them, just look up Dead Neck Studios. I'm pretty sure you can find them that way. Absolutely amazing work. Yeah, I'm shocked that this day even came, because I never in a million years thought I would be able to afford a piece of his work. I've been looking for a long time at his mushroom head stuff and wanting some of that, but no. One, he made it. Two, mushroom head. You know what I mean? Like, having those two connected, basically priceless. But yeah, dang. Thanks again, dude. If you happen to see this, thank you for working with me and being so kind and awesome. I appreciate the extra goodies. I'll probably give this to the wife so she can paint it, because she loves that type of thing. I'm guessing this is like resin or something other like that. Maybe even 3D printed. I don't know. I can't tell. I've never seen anything like this. But yeah, I'll probably even display the keychain because it's too cool to put on my keys. But yeah, thank you again, dude. You've been amazing. Oh, Jordan Patton. Yeah, Jordan Patton is his name. Jordan Patton. I'm special like that. Leave me alone. I like how I even strapped it. I've never had a mask strap. Like, it's almost made like a cheap Halloween mask, if that makes sense. Like, not this. But I'm just saying, like, how he did it. Because, like, he put a grommet, and then he just put on one of these included. And, like, it reminds me so much of, like, I like cheap Halloween masks, too. I collect those. But it just reminds me of, like, masks from my childhood, where they kind of do that. I don't think I've ever seen them with grommets, but typically, like, cheap Jason masks or cheap hockey masks, um, and stuff like that, they might cut a little slit, ring this through it, glue it. Similar strap. On to the next video.